Remember when Kmart was everywhere? From their iconic blue light specials to their massive stores packed with everything from clothes to toys, Kmart was once America's favorite one-stop shop. But today, most of those stores are gone, and the brand is a shadow of its former self. What caused this retail giant to crumble, and what can we learn from Kmart's tragic fall? Stick around as we uncover the shocking story behind the decline of Kmart. Chapter 1. Kmart's Golden Age. Kmart's story began in 1899 when Sebastian Spearing Kres opened a chain of discount stores that focused on affordability. By the 1960s, Kmart had rebranded itself into a retail powerhouse. Its revolutionary blue light specials, spontaneous, in-store discounts, drew in thrifty shoppers by the millions. By the 1980s, Kmart had expanded to thousands of locations across the United States, with a stronghold in suburban America. It was the go-to store for everything: clothes, home goods, appliances, toys, and even groceries. For many families, a trip to Kmart was a Saturday tradition. With massive advertising campaigns and celebrity endorsements, Kmart seemed unstoppable. Chapter 2. A strong start, but early cracks. Despite its dominance, Kmart's issues began to surface in the 1990s. Competition from rivals like Walmart and Target started to intensify. Walmart focused on lower prices, leveraging its efficient supply chain to attract budget-conscious shoppers. Target, on the other hand, positioned itself as a trendy, upscale discount store, stealing Kmart's more style-oriented customers. While Walmart and Target were innovating, Kmart struggled to modernize its stores, which many customers began to describe as outdated and cluttered. Instead of investing in their infrastructure and customer experience, Kmart poured money into acquiring non-core businesses like Sports Authority and Borders, which diluted their focus. Chapter 3. The Rise of Walmart and Target. During the late 1990s and early 2000s, Walmart surged ahead by mastering logistics. Their ability to buy in bulk and pass the savings on to customers helped them dominate the market. At the same time, Target's trendy branding appealed to younger, style-conscious shoppers. Kmart found itself stuck in the middle, too expensive to compete with Walmart and not stylish enough to keep up with Target. Their failure to carve out a distinct identity left them struggling to retain loyal customers. Chapter 4. Bankruptcy and Leadership Failures. The early 2000s brought disaster for Kmart. In 2002, they filed for Chapter 11 bankruptcy, making headlines as one of the largest retail bankruptcies in U.S. history. Mismanagement, excessive debt, and poor investment decisions had taken their toll. Leadership played a significant role in the company's downfall. Key executives failed to recognize the importance of updating their stores or keeping up with e-commerce trends. Instead of reinvesting in the business, Kmart's leadership focused on financial engineering, which alienated customers and left their stores in disrepair. Chapter 5. The Sears Merger, a Costly Mistake. In 2005, Kmart merged with Sears in a controversial deal spearheaded by hedge fund manager Eddie Lampert. Many saw this as a desperate attempt to combine two struggling companies in the hope of creating a retail powerhouse. Unfortunately, it had the opposite effect. Instead of revitalizing the brand, the merger only compounded the problems of both companies. Kmart and Sears continued to lose market share to Walmart, Target, and e-commerce giants like Amazon. Their stores became increasingly empty and uninviting, and the once iconic brands faded into irrelevance. Chapter 6. E-commerce and the Death of Brick and Mortar. Kmart was one of the many retailers caught off guard by the rise of e-commerce. While competitors like Walmart and Target invested heavily in online shopping platforms, Kmart was slow to adapt. By the time they launched a functional online store, customers had already moved on to Amazon. The decline of brick-and-mortar retail hit Kmart especially hard. Their massive stores became liabilities, unable to compete with the convenience and efficiency of online shopping. With fewer customers coming through the doors, maintaining these sprawling locations became financially impossible. Chapter 7. A Brand on Life Support. Today, Kmart is a mere shadow of its former self. From thousands of stores at its peak, only a handful remain. The once iconic blue light specials are a distant memory, and younger generations barely recognize the brand. While there have been occasional efforts to revive Kmart, such as partnerships with celebrities and limited marketing campaigns, these attempts have failed to capture the magic of its heyday. The brand's decline serves as a cautionary tale for any company that neglects innovation and fails to adapt to changing markets. Outro. Lessons from Kmart's decline. Kmart's rise and fall is more than just a business story. It's a reflection of how quickly the retail landscape can change. Their inability to adapt, poor leadership decisions, and failure to embrace e-commerce sealed their fate. So, what do you think? Could Kmart have done things differently, or was their decline inevitable? Let us know in the comments below. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and stay tuned for more deep dives into the stories behind iconic brands.